tail is written, it means that the examiner wants that you have to measure the value directly. ठीक है?
लेकिन यहाँ फुल स्केल का है।
लिखा हुआ है, डायग्राम पढ़ो तो गौर से।
और हाँ लिखा हुआ है फुल साइज, गॉट इट।
यस, ठीक है, बात समझ आ गई। सो हियर वी गो। इस तरह के जो भी इश्यूज होंगे, यू हैव टू टेक केयर ऑफ दैट। ओके, सो व्हेन आई वाज टॉकिंग अबाउट द image formation from a converging lens, I told you that there would be three rays which will be used. One ray which is parallel before it will pass through the principal focus after the lens, then which is just entering at the or passing through the optical center, it will not bend. And that ray which would be passing through principal focus before the lens, it would become parallel to the principal axis after the passing through the lens. So you can use either these three or any two of these, but the tail of the object will always be on the principal axis, and head of the object will be uh, uh, above it or below it, depends. But wherever the head, you have to start the ray drawing from that point. If if you say that the head is the light source, then it will generate two lights source. One is parallel passing through the principal focus afterwards, and one is directly entering and passing through the optical center. And the point where they are intersecting each other, here is basically the image, head of the image. Okay, is it
Yes,
clear?
got it, sir.
Okay, so now when we will go to the properties of the image, I have written, I have classified rather the images, that there are real images and virtual images. Real images are those who which are formed by the formed on the screen, are projected on the screen, and they can be formed by the actual intersection of are rays, and that is the opposite side of the object of the lens. I will tell you that here the object is on the left side and image is on the right side. That's why they are opposite to each other as compared to lens. So that is why it is called your real image. And virtual image is that which is not projected on the screen. It can be drawn by imaginary lines. You have to draw the lines, and then it is always at the same side as that of the object. And I have given you the example of that here. uh, Here, this image, just did you see that it is generated by the non-real, I mean your self drawn rays, then object and image both are on the same side. Then I have given you two other classifications, and they are upright and inverted. Upright and inverted mean upright image would always be on the same side of the principal axis as that of the image, sorry, as that of the object. For example, if you see that either if the object is above the principal axis, image will also be above the principal axis. If the object is below the principal axis, the image will also be below the principal axis. So this is one of the conditions of drawing, or this is one of the condition to identify the real image. Sorry, yeah, real image. Okay, real and basically real and upright. This is upright, not real. Sorry, I take my words back. It is upright. Then inverted mean when the object is below the, our object is above, image is below, our object is below, object image is above. So they are inverse. I mean above and below. So that's is inverted. And upright mean object on image either both below, either the both above. So diminution and small, that is the third classification of your image, what we have learned. And that is, if the image will be smaller than the size of the object, that is called your diminished or smaller image. And if the image size is greater than the object size, it is called magnified image. So height of the image uh, can be there in magnification. Yes, one more factor I wanted to add, either the distance of the image will be greater than distance of the object, or height of the image will be greater than height of the object. These two factors will give the magnification factor. So that is why I will talk about magnification in later on slides. That magnification is either the height of image divided by height of object, or distance of image divided by distance of object from the lens. So these are two equations rather you have to identify, or you have to use. Then I told you that in converging lens, the image will have the set of properties. When it will be real, it will be always inverted. Yani image can be real and inverted. Hmm? Are you getting my point?
So real image is basically inverted.
Yeah, whenever it will be real, it will be inverted. That's it. They are just lazimo malzoom to each other, compulsory to each other. And when it will be virtual, it will be upright. That's it. Yani when there will be a class, you will be having physics in my class. If no class, you will chill. That's it. You can consider it, which is not possible. So either yani real image can be either magnified, smaller, or equal in size. Both three properties can be there. But your virtual image will always be magnified. Superb. 100% magnified. Okay. So here we will go one by one, that if the object is placed at infinity, just like your sun, this question is asked most of the time, that an object is placed at infinity, then you have to draw the parallel light rays where whatever the direction of drawing you do, but for the image, for the object which is at infinity, for that object, the image is always formed at in principal focus, right? These real, inverted, and diminished, and image is opposite side of the object. So object th- that is used in telescope. And here I want to write one more property, handwritten. You have to focus more on that. For infinite objects, infinite objects, yani infinite distant objects like stars, the image is formed at principal focus. At principal focus or focal plane, you can say. Who joined me now? Isa?
Sir Isa did join, but she's not here right now.
Okay. और जैनब ने ज्वाइन किया मुझे?
No, sir. And Isa joined again. Never mind.
मरियम, डू यू हेयर मी?
Yes, sir.
ओके, पहले नहीं आवाज आ रही थी आपको? पहले एक दो बार मैंने फिर बोला
नहीं,
आपके लिए.
नहीं,
Okay,
नहीं.
okay. Maybe there was some technical issue. Okay, so now we will talk about the objects at different positions. This is really important, and we have to move on step by step. When the object is between 2f and infinity, what does it mean by 2f? Actually, the distance from principal focus to optical center, that is your f. This is your f. Okay, this distance from principal focus to another same point, that is 2f. Yani, if I simply say that this length is twice of the focal length. What is this length? This length is twice of focal length. So the length from optical center to the point where it is double of the focal length, it is called 2f and 3f and 4f and so on, simply. So the distance from distance for f on either sides, it remains same. That is why this length is also 2f. This is also 2f. Agreed?
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Above देखो, I'm saying that object is in between f, in between infinity and 2f. Yani you can also say that the object is beyond 2f. Where is the object? Object is beyond 2f. So where will be its image formed? Just if you see that you will have a straight line coming from the head of the object. You can draw two lines which can be, used. I told you that out of three rays, you can use two which are suitable there. First ray is passing parallel, passing unbent. Second ray, it will pass through F and it will become parallel. So when it would become parallel, here they both rays are going to intersect each other, and when they are going to intersect each other, here you get the head of image. So do you see that this image is real,
Can you
inverted?
explain this again, sir?
Yes, I'm saying that when you have this situation, should I erase rest of the lines and writing I have? Is that F and 2F concept clear? So now I'm just going to draw the ray diagram. Ray number one, which will pass through optical center without bending, is your this ray. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Ray number two is that which is passing through the optical center, principal focus, and it is reaching to lens, and afterwards it becomes parallel to the principal axis. So here is the point where these two are basically intersecting each other. So this is the head of the image. So I told you the tail of the image, like tail of the object, will always be on the principal axis. Hmm? Is it clear? देखो ना,
Yeah.
ये head of the
Yeah.
object है. This is head of the object, and this is tail of the object. So here, this is head of the object where the images are line rays are intersecting, and here, tail of the image. Okay. So do you what properties do you observe from here? Isn't it real? I told you that real image is that which is formed due to intersection of actual light rays. So definitely it is. I told you that real is that one which in which object is on left hand side and image is on right hand side, or vice versa. So it is. So it means it is real by all means. Is it?
Yes.
Yes,
Yes.
sir.
Okay. Secondly, if you say that object is above the principal axis, image is below the principal axis, so that means it is inverted upside down.
Yup.
Got
Get
it?
it. Yes. So, but why is the image diminished?
Okay. The height of the image is smaller than the height of the object. Do you believe this thing? Height of the
Mm,
image is smaller than height of the object. So can we say that it is diminished, or the distance at which the image is formed, that is the distance of image, and distance of object is very larger. So you can say the distance of image is very small than distance of object. That's why it is diminished. So diminished refers these 2 points.
yeah, I get it.
Yes, anyone else who has problem? Iza, Mariam, Zainab, Khadija?
No,
No,
sir.
sir.
Okay, so all
Sir,
clear?
what does the dido one mean again?
Sorry, which one?
I think it was about the diminished one. What does DO stand for?
DO, distance of object. Distance of object from the lens. And DI is the distance of image from lens.
So that means HI is the height of image.
Hmm. HI, height of image. Actually, these are just I have just regenerated these shortcuts: object distance and image distance, and object height and image height. That's it. Is it clear to all?
जी सर.
Yes.
Okay. Any question? So I am here to answer the question. Otherwise, the things would not be clear to you. Is there anything which is to be cleared?
Mm, no, sir. But sir, always these things will, like, the image will always be formed at the focal point, right?
Sorry?
It's not formed at the focal point, but like,
No, no, this is not. This is not. It is closer to the focal point. Did you see? Because this is not at infinity. It is just beyond principal focus. So here, the third point, yani the second point is actually the position of image, which is not that much important. It is not that much important. The first point is very important for you, and the last point, that where do we use it. So in camera and human eye, this type of image formation is taking place, and this is formed in between f and 2f. Actually, if you people are taking biology as well, then this is the structure of the human eye. So here the image is formed on the retina, and that transfers it further. Okay. Now do you see, when the object is at 2f, object is at 2f, then what happens? Object is at 2f here. The same one ray which is parallel to the principal axis, and it is passing through the principal focus. Afterwards, one ray you can draw which can pass through the center of the lens in this way, and the line, both of these rays are intersecting each other at a single point, and here you will get the image. Got it? Or if you are interested to draw this third ray this way, then just draw a parallel line afterwards. So these three lines would intersect each other at a single point. Okay, Ji, is this clear? So what are the properties of this image? Isn't it real? Isn't it inverted? Isn't it of the same size as that of the object?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay. And it is at the same distance rather. That's why the 2f image is also formed at 2f. And this mechanism is used at photocopier machine. Then we have third one, that the object between f and 2f. Yani when you have placed the object between f and 2f. Okay, before that, let me move on to one of the diagrams. Where is that one of the diagram? Okay, that is this one, that one. That is exactly at f, but we are still moving towards f, right? F and 2f. The image is not yet reached to f. So when you are going to make the or place the object closer, did you see what is happening to the image? Yes.
um,
Isn't it moving away?
yeah.
Just see again. देखो ये. The object is far away, image is closer. Object is brought closer, image moved a bit away. Object is brought more closer, image is moved more
Oh,
away. And
should
there
they
will be a
maintain
time
the
come,
equal
it
distance
would,
between them?
no, 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 not, no, no, no. The ratio, there is one ratio, not equal distance. There will be a time come when image will be disappeared. And then there will be a time come then that after disappearing from that side, it will again appear on the on this side. That's the illusion. Did you?
Uh,
I mean, first it
maybe.
was here. From here, it is moving this, and disappear, and then again it appeared on the other side. So this is what here I'm gonna explain it. Just see that the same two rays are being used to form the image, and this is real, inverted, and magnified because height of the image is greater than height of the object, or the distance of the image is greater than distance of the object. That's why. And this is called, or this is used in projectors, whatever the writing you have, that is basically magnified, but it is still rare. And the objective lens in the microscope, in microscope, the object is focused on the second lens, and you can see it uh, with the eye, that appears very big. So these are the uses. Then the object at f, when the object is at f, you cannot have any image, rather, because both the line rays become parallel. Check this one out. Both the light rays becomes parallel to each other, one which is passing through f and one which is passing through c. Both are parallel. So when both are parallel, you will have just nothing formed. This all will be a parallel light ray. Okay, so this is what we call it, real image at opposite sides of the object, but at infinite distance, used in spotlight. Did you see the did you see the beams, light beams on the banquet halls, or in the banquet halls? Hmm?
I think.
Yes, they are they use this technique. They throw the light, and for example, if you see the light from the banquet hall, you'll see, okay, it is coming from that roof, or it will be stopped by just 1 kilometer away. But the person who is standing 1 kilometer away from you, that person will realize that, okay, no, yeah, it is just uh, vanishing out uh, at any other point, or any other position away from me. So this all is basically that situation, which is the banquet hall setup, parallel image formation. Okay.
Yes, got it, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, any confusion in that one? And that is used in virtual image of the side, same size of the object. It is not side, same size of the object, are on the same side of the object at infinity, using eyepiece of telescope. No, not a big issue to recall that all. Then this is the really important. When I use this word really, this is the application area is magnifying lens, a magnifying glass. Camera, eyes, and magnifying glass is included in the syllabus.
So the image is performed by all of these three, right?
Yes. Now let's see the problem. The problem is, if the image is in between, yani you are asked intentionally that where should be the image placed to have a sorry, where should be the object placed to have a virtual image. So just tell me, where is the image object? Is the object in between f and c?
See? Yeah, it is.
So when the object is placed between principal focus and lens, then what is being observed, that the one light ray which is just coming out of the head, and it is passing through the optical center, the second light ray will become parallel to this point, and from here it will pass through the principal focus by all means. Now the light started diverging. So, what will you do? I told you in my previous lecture that this must be, if the image is diverging, then you can have and if the rays are diverging, you can have the image behind the object in this way. Are you getting a point?
Yeah, but sir, I have a question.
Anji.
There may be something very basic behind this, but why is the image in the object? Why is the image not at the other side of the lens? I mean,
Oh, very good
That's what
question.
I'm
You
wondering.
know, yes, here is the object's head. Okay,
okay,
right? Head of
okay.
the object. But this person or this eye has the illusion that the light is generated from this head. That is why.
But that's the image, right?
That is why, yes, it is virtual. It is not imaginary. Yani, it is not real. It is imaginary. Actually, we use another word, imaginary. This image is not real. The object, yani this person or this observer has just an illusion that the image is, yani object is over here. That is why when you read something with the magnifying glass, actual writing is here. Here is written I, but you will feel कि I is written here behind the object. So actually, this is image. So what will you do to draw this image? Just the important tricks what I wanted to share with you. आप लोग step number 1 में ये काम करोगे. This is your step number 1. You have drawn this ray, then you have drawn this ray, the blue one. In step number 3, join this point with this point and regenerate the light ray, yani ray behind in this way. Right? This is step number 3. And in step number 4, the points what I have mentioned, they are very important to join. Join this point and this point and with the ruler and draw a dotted line behind the object. So wherever they are uh, intersecting each other, here is your image. Is this clear? So this image is real. Sorry, this image is virtual. This image is upright. Do you see upright or not?
Yeah, it is
Yeah.
upright.
Because the object and image both are on the same side and it is magnified also. So this is what you have to consider. Uh, I think so. It is easy. Clear or should I stop for a while?
Can you go over
Oh,
it one more time?
Yes. For this one, virtual one?
Yeah, because I don't understand. Like, because like, otherwise, like for example, in the other lens there were two objects, whereas in this one there's one. And how it's working, I don't know.
Oh, there is actually one object. No worries at all. Just see. This is the an object is 5 centimeter height is placed 2 centimeter from a converging convex lens which is being used as a magnifying glass. Magnifying glass, this is mentioned here. The image produced is 6 centimeter from the lens and 15 centimeter high. 6 centimeter from the lens and how much high? 15 centimeter high. Although it is not scale diagram, but you have been given these two partial rays. What is given to you? The partial rays. I told you, what will you do? In step number 1, you will draw this ray. Yani this ray. So you have drawn it. Is it? Are you agreed? This is given to you. Yani step number 1 and step number 2, partially it is given to you. Partially. Now, in step number 3, I told you that just keep ruler over here and join this point with principal focus. Principal focus is how much? 2 centimeter. An object is placed, converging lens of being used. Yes, no, there is not mention what is focal length. I believe so that you will be asked about focal length. Yes, what is the focal length of the lens? So, what will you do now? You will join this point, you will join this point, and you will draw a line. For example, I am just joining this point and this point. So from where the image is passing, from where the ray is passing through,
5 or 3.
3,
The 3 point something.
3, 3. Okay. And the image, yani what I am just the ray what I am producing from here, this one, I have joined these 2 points. ये देखो, मरियम, सॉरी, अरीबा, मैंने क्या किया? I joined this point, and this point. I draw, I drew one line. Then I joined this point, head of the object, op principal, yani optical center, and head of the image. So I have joined these 3 points. So one point is intersection point, yani common point for head of the image. Head of the image is here. So when head of the image is here, you can say that this is the imaginary line, this is the imaginary line. So here is basically the image formed. And from this formation, you came to know that the principal focus is focal length is basically from this point to this, which is 3 centimeter. Now is this clear that how to draw the line or yani lights in the converging lens?
Yeah, got
Yes.
it.
Yes.
Again, this is, for example, let's draw the light rays here. This is the object is in between F and 2F, right? So first ray I will draw without any bending. It will pass through here. Okay. Secondly, secondly, the ray which is reaching to this, that will pass through principal focus in this way. Now it is diverging, is it? Do you see that the rays are diverging? So when the rays are diverging, they will not meet on this side, is it? So this step number one and step number two is done by you. Now, which points I mentioned? This and this point, this and this point. So you have to join all these points. I'm using another color for that because I don't have ruler here. अब देखो आपने क्या कर रहा है? You join point. Should I mark these? Should I name the points? Point number one and point number two, point number three, and point number four. So when I'm joining point number two and one and two, I would keep the ruler here. Then the ruler will be joining this point, and then you will have a dotted line behind and behind and behind. Got to this point? Then you will join point number three and point number four. I mean, you will keep a ruler and you will redraw the line, and where the line is intersecting, okay, just let it go. Here is the line intersecting. Here is the line intersecting each other. Lines intersecting each other. So here you will get the image. Is it clear to you?
So does the examiner ask you in this way that they like tell you to draw an image formed by a magnifying glass or something?
Yes, yes, surely. You are asked to draw, sketch the ray, rays. Okay?
Oh, got it.
Okay. Any question? Any confusion till this point?
Sir, where are
No,
these
sir.
lenses used again?
Sorry, again, ask me
Where
again.
are such lenses used again?
How these lenses are used for magnification, magnifying glasses. तूने
Got
तुम्हारे घर में मैग्नीफाइंग ग्लास पड़ा हुआ है?
no.
होगा होगा.
No, we don't have magnifying glasses.
पक्का? Okay,
Akka.
so मैग्नीफाइंग ग्लास ढूंढना
Sir,
है
what
तुम्हें।
about the reading glasses? They're basically
वही वही
magnifying.
होता है, रीडिंग ग्लासेस मतलब नहीं, जो ऐनक वाले ग्लासेस होते हैं वो नहीं, बट मैग्नीफाइंग ग्लास।
Uh-huh. Okay.
यस, मैग्नीफाइंग यार, मैग्नीफाइंग ग्लास तो बड़ा आम सी चीज है।
I mean, I've used it, but I don't have it.
बस अभी तुम लोग स्टेशनरी शॉप पे जाओगे ना, तो वहां से मैग्नीफाइंग ग्लास ले आना, एंड देन परफॉर्म सम एक्सपेरिमेंट्स, ठीक है? Just like this, they all are actually the same mechanisms what I have told you in different situations. So in next discussion, inshallah, we will talk about uh, your diverging lens and the eyes, ठीक है? The defects of VN, some sort of lag. I have told you about the magnification, so you people can solve all these questions. So only one more thing is left in your lenses, और वो क्या है basically? The eyes, formation of eyes, short sightedness and long sightedness. बल्कि मैं करा देता हूँ, it will take just 2 to 3 more minutes of mine. चलो next class का कर लेते हैं, कोई issue नहीं है. Okay, when we talk about the defects of vision in human eye, this structure will not ask to you only the thing which is interest, yani which is basically in the interest of physics, that is lens and the retina where the image is being formed. Okay, there are two problems in the defective eye. One, short sightedness, and other one is long sightedness. Short sightedness is simply called that unability, yeah, disability to see the distant object, disability to see the far objects, जिसको हम लोग नहीं कहते कि इस आदमी की दूर की नजर कमजोर है, which have -2.5 eyes glass number. हाँ भाई मरियम, अरीबा, I have
Yes.
minus 4.0. It means I am unable to see the far objects. ठीक है? So these people have a problem that they cannot focus for the images, are focus the images which are being formed on their retina. और ये क्या हो जाते हैं, आपके पास जो ये बहुत सारी डिटेल उसने लिखी हुई है, सो आई डोंट जस्ट वांट कि आप लोग ये सारा ओवरवेलमिंग हो आपकी. यू हैव ब्लरी डिस्टेंस विजन, ठीक है? उसके बाद जी आपके पास क्या प्रॉब्लम है? यू सी नियर ऑब्जेक्ट्स क्लियरली, योर डिस्टेंस विजन सीम्स क्लियर इफ यू स्क्विंट योर आईज. ऐसे ऐसे करके ना हम आंखें करते हैं, अब पता नहीं मैं तुम लोगों को दिखता तो नहीं हूँ, लेकिन मैं ऐसे कर रहा हूँ. हम आंख ऐसे ना क्लोज करके देख रहे थे, यार ये क्या है? जैसे हम लोग बोर्ड पे नहीं
You
देखते,
make your eyes
अभी हमें
narrower.
lenses ना. यस, स्क्विंटिंग, एग्जैक्टली. आईज आर टू elongated. उसकी वजह से क्या होता है, फ्रॉम फ्रंट नियर कॉर्निया हैज टू मच कर्वेचर. ये तो खैर बायोलॉजिकल प्रॉब्लम्स है, लेकिन है द लाइट फोकस ऑन द फ्रंट ऑफ दिस इज इंपॉर्टेंट फॉर मी. प्रॉब्लम यहाँ पे है, आपका क्यों नहीं ऐसा होता? लाइट आपकी रेटिना पे नहीं फोकस होती, बल्कि इन फ्रंट ऑफ रेटिना फोकस होती है, ठीक है? इसकी वजह से आपको क्या करना पड़ता है, आपको एक डाइवर्जिंग ग्लास लगाना पड़ता है, डाइवर्जिंग लेंस लगाना पड़ता है. कंट्रैक्ट लेंस भी लगा सकते हो, कंट्रैक्ट ग्लासेस या लेंस जो भी है, ठीक है? रीशेप कर सर्जरी करवा सकते हो वगैरह वगैरह वगैरह, बट आपको एक डाइवर्जिंग लेंस लगाना पड़ता है. यहाँ दो पॉइंट्स बहुत ही इंपॉर्टेंट है, ये दो, ठीक है? ये भी कह सकते हो blurry distant object. तो this is basically, these are all the identifications of short sightedness. ये उसने दिखाया हुआ है. एक शॉर्ट साइटेड बंदे को प्रॉब्लम ये होता है कि उसको दूर का इमेज यहाँ बनता है, हालांकि उसका इमेज यहाँ पे फोकस होना चाहिए, ऑप्टिकल नर्व के ऊपर बनना चाहिए. सो द प्रॉब्लम इज, इट इज ऑल्सो कॉल्ड हाई मायोपिया. व्हाट डू वी कॉल इट? मायोपिया. और इसमें हम लोग क्या करते हैं, वी जस्ट यूज अ डाइवर्जिंग ग्लास, और डाइवर्जिंग लेंस का फोकल नंबर हमेशा क्या होता है, नेगेटिव होता है। इसलिए हम लोग हमेशा माइनस लेते हैं, जो जिसकी दूर की नजर कमजोर होती है ना, वी से कि यार इसका नंबर माइनस है। तो जिसका नंबर नेगेटिव होता है उसकी हमेशा हम लोग कहते हैं कि ही इज और शी इज फेसिंग विद short sightedness या myopia. Then there is hypermyopia. Hypermyopia is that you are unable to see, or you are having the trouble to see the near objects. ठीक है, और इसके लिए आपको क्या करना पड़ता है, आपको तब तक सही ऑब्जेक्ट नहीं देख सकते हो जब तक आप कोई ये प्रॉब्लम ऐसे वाला है ना, जैसे रीडिंग ग्लासेस, जो लोग, आपको पता है जैसे हमारे हम लोग हैं या आप लोगों के पेरेंट्स हैं, हम लोग वैसे शायद ऐनक नहीं पहनते, बट व्हेन वी हैव टू रीड समथिंग, तब हम यार वो ऐनक लेके आओ जरा, दिस इज दैट। ठीक है, दे आर गुड फॉर लॉन्ग साइटेड यानी फॉर डिस्टेंस, बट दे कैन नॉट रीड द नियर बाय ऑब्जेक्ट्स, यानी द राइट रीडिंग नहीं कर सकते। अच्छा, इसका प्रॉब्लम क्या होता है, लाइट इज फोकस्ड बिहाइंड द रेटिना। ठीक है, और इसका सोल्यूशन क्या है, कन्वर्जिंग लेंस। ठीक है, कन्वर्जिंग लेंस मैं आगे चल के आपको दिखाता हूँ। ये देखो, आपका जो इमेज है उसको बनना कहाँ चाहिए, हेयर, बट दिस इज ओवर हेयर। तो आप क्या करते हो, यू यूज अ कन्वर्जिंग लेंस। तो जिन लोगों की करीब की नजर कमजोर होती है उनको हमेशा प्लस का नंबर लगता है, ये भी मैं अभी आप लोगों को बता देता हूँ। उनकी उनका इनको कौन सा नंबर लगता है, प्लस का नंबर लगता है। ओ माय गॉड, क्लास इज देयर। ओके, सो ये आप लोगों ने सारी चीजें याद रखनी है। नाउ द टॉपिक इज आई थिंक सो ऑलमोस्ट ओवर फ्रॉम माय साइड। हाँ, ये एक चीज आप लोगों को, डाइवर्जिंग लेंस का एक क्वेश्चन आया हुआ है। सो you have to follow the same rule, nothing is different। ऑब्जेक्ट से एक लाइट रे ड्रॉ करिए which should pass through the center, optical center, simple। And because it is diverging lens, so the light which will be parallel to the principal axis before it will be diverged, and when it will be diverged, आपने क्या करना है, आपने इसकी डाइवर्जेंस के बाद ये वाला पॉइंट, ठीक है, और हाँ, इसको डाइवर्ज आपने इतना डाइवर्ज जरूर करवाना है कि वंस यू आर जॉइनिंग दीज टू पॉइंट्स, ये ज्वाइन हो जाए आपस में। ये मैं अभी आपको ना इसकी टेक्निक बताता हूँ। यू विल नॉट बेसिकली ड्रॉ दिस रे बियॉन्ड द लेंस। आप सबसे पहले अपना स्केल रखोगे प्रिंसिपल फोकस पे, फिर यहाँ पे जहाँ पे ये लाइट पैरेलल आ रही है, और फिर आप इसको खींच लोगे ऐसे। ठीक है, तो इसका मतलब ये हुआ कि दिस ब्लू रे, ये जो मैंने ड्रॉ किया है, दिस ब्लू रे शुड बी हेयर। सो दिस इज व्हाट, दिस इज द फॉर्मेशन ऑफ द इमेज। अब आपका इमेज यहाँ पर बनेगा, ये इमेज बनेगा। ठीक है, ये आपका ऑब्जेक्ट है। सो इससे रियल जो ये आपका जो कन्वर्जिंग लेंस है, इसका इमेज हमेशा इट इज ऑलवेज इन अपराइट। देखो अपराइट है ना, स्मॉलर इन साइज एंड वर्चुअल होगा, बिकॉज द लाइट इज डाइवर्ज आउट ऑफ द वे। हम लोगों ने खुद से डॉटेड 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 लाइन ड्रॉ करके ये बनाया। सो दैट इज व्हाट द कंप्लीशन ऑफ योर एंटायर चैप्टर। आई बिलीव सो कि अब आप
सर
लोग
ये थोड़ा
जितने
ज्यादा
मर्जी इसके क्वेश्चन,
डाइवर्जिंग नहीं हो गया था?
हाँ इसमें थिक ज्यादा बनाया हुआ हमने। आगे जब आपका कोई क्वेश्चन आया ना इस तरह का, सो आई विल बी एबल टू ड्रॉ दैट। लेकिन क्योंकि ये पास पेपर का क्वेश्चन है तो इसमें जाहिर सी बात है ज्यादा डाइवर्जिंग है, तब भी हमने ड्रॉ तो करना है।
Oh, okay, got it,
ठीक है,
sir.
so you have to go through these recordings as well, and if you find anything problematic or which is not yet covered, तो आप लोग please मुझसे पूछ भी लेंगे, so that I would be able to manage this all। Okay,
Okay, sir.